My name is Arshad Mustafa. I live in Canada. I am 27 years old. I've been living in this country for 13 years. For me, I met Justin last February, and seeing his whole lifestyle, how confident he is with himself, not just with women, but himself and his environment, I wanted to be a big part of that. I wanted to learn from someone. And when I talked to one of his friend told me, best person to go to is Justin. And that's why I signed up for the bootcamp right away. I was a little bit hesitant at first, very resistant with myself, but I'm glad that I was able to just come through and come to the bootcamp. For me, the biggest challenges was the whole empathy. Like, I didn't understand empathy too much, but now I do understand it, and I'm able to just, be more confident and read the body language a little bit better than just, being a creep or whatnot. But overall, empathy, intent, and also talking to women, and if they don't like me, for example, it doesn't bother me anymore. Now I'm just like, okay, that's it. If she doesn't like me, she doesn't like me. I don't have to run for it. And I can just hold back myself. Okay, cool. There's another woman on the planet. That's what it is for me. Before the bootcamp, I would say I wasn't as confident. I was confident in certain aspect of life, but when it came to women, I don't know. For 1 year, I would say I was depressed, and now, thanks to Justin, with the teaching, the meditation, I was able to overcome all these fear, frightening. Now I'm a guy who wants to take action, who's looking for the spying glass and just going for it, rushing it. Yes, take actions, don't hold back, because you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities. So I would say now I'm super happy, especially with social life, talking not just women, but talking to people in general, right? Reading body language. I would say, and within myself, I would say it's gone a long way, and I'm shocked on how much we did in a week. Favorite part of what the program was, there was a lot. Every day was eventful, a lot learned, and I'm glad how the program was structured, where we come here, we talk about concepts, and not even a day later, a couple hours later, we're being sent to practice. I love that idea because it's not just oh, you're reading a book. No, Justin is there to correct you. At the same time, his friends around him or his former students will come in and tell you hey, this is how you should approach things. And that to me went a long way, because it motivated me to correct myself, to learn from my mistake and become better in the long run. So technically, to answer your question, the best part was the meditation, because now I'm able to make peace with myself. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here, but at the same time, I know I have to go home. And once I go home, I'm even more excited because I get to talk to my dad, which I wasn't doing for almost a year. So now I'm super excited to go back, talk to him, hug him, and just become friends with him again. So that's a big thing for me.
Are there any specific stories that you'd like to remember?
Every day was an exponential graph where it was low, 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 because I was slowly getting out of my comfort shell, right? And then all of a sudden I was just don't think, just do. And I got results. It was great to have this brotherhood, to come back to Justin's team, his social circle, and tell them about hey, I kissed a girl at the club. I never thought it was possible, but it works. What he teaches here to me is, it's not just hey, he's this guy out everybody knows. No, you see it happening within yourself, and it goes a long way where you're satisfied with what you get and you wish you got more out of it, because then you're wait, if this works, what else can I do? What else can I achieve? So a lot of stories that I'm happy. Even today, right now, I have a date, maybe a date, close to a date, because we just confirming time, but I'm excited about that. Now, the way that I see myself approaching certain aspect of life, I see myself reaching for higher, purpose, I would say. Because like one person that I talked to in Justin's circle told me, you should be a manager. And I've never thought of reaching for that level yet. I thought maybe, hey, you know what, 20 years from now. I never thought of like, wow, I have certain skills already that I can reach. So for me now, I'm like, just do and go from there. Just keep reaching for the stars. Nothing can stop you if you don't put your mind to it. So that's, 10 years, I would say I'm like, 5 years, happiest guy on earth. 10 years, the most happiest guy on earth. Like, can't wait to just help people out, to help the community, help people in need, everything. I just want to help. The same way that I was inspired by Justin's team, I want to do the same. His game is flawless. Like, he's smooth like butter. Like, I've seen him do game, I've seen his friend do games, and it's weird because for some reason, like, there's this facade where we're not supposed to do things out there, preventing people from connecting. But once he teaches you the game and you actually talk to the opposite sex, it becomes second nature. Then you don't become scared to like, hey, should I do this? Should I do that? No, just do. Talk to this person. If they feel that connection with you, fantastic. You don't know where it goes, right? So the game is flawless, works with all his students, and I'm happy that his students are showing initiation, and it pushes all of us to be better in life.
What do you think about the amount of girls that Justin brought out?
I was amazed. I did not know it's like one man can do that. But yeah, it was interesting to see the amount of girls, the amount of, not just girls, but the beauty of the girls, how good looking they were, and at the same time, like how open they were. In terms of communication, they were not like shy too much. Like some of them were shy, don't get me wrong, but majority of them were very outgoing. They had a lot to share, and they were funny, laughing with you and whatnot. So that was a good environment to be into. So I'm happy I got to experience that part of like Justin's life. The after parties were fantastic because there were a lot of things that I learned, and Justin at the same time was teaching us like, hey, always have food ready, always have XYZ ready, because to be fair, it's like any event out there, if you go to an event, you're expecting food and there's no food, you're not gonna be happy, you're gonna leave. So essentially he's like reinforcing certain behavior on us where we're able to just, remember it subconsciously to like, if next time you're hosting a barbecue in the summer, people expect food, right? So just like these little certain like actions you need to initiate on to be able to have a successful event. So I would say after party was great. Loved it. I would say this bootcamp saved me a lot of money, saved me a lot of time. I was therapy. After being depressed and whatnot, I was shocked how fast and efficient the bootcamp just helped. Like, I cannot thank his social circle, Like, it's not just like you're spending time with Justin, but his social circle will come to you and tell you like, hey, do this, do that, because you're messing up, correct it, right? That's hard to find in life. People who genuinely want the best for you, and for them, they don't need anything from you. We just want you to become the better version of yourself. So for me, this bootcamp, I would say, is somewhat my hero's journey, if that makes sense. But I'm excited to be part of it, because beforehand I was super timid. I wasn't like really proud of myself. Not proud, but like not very confident. I was like, am I going to do it? Will I be successful? What am I doing? This is the right fit for me. But going through it, I see the hard work that any individual has to put in, especially if you're a man, and just provide value. And I'm glad that I was able to learn from one of the best person on the planet and go from there.
If you were talking to Arshad before taking the boot camp and he's hesitating, what would you tell him?
I would slap Arshad both cheeks and tell him to like, dude, you're like overthinking it. Don't do that. Take the boot camp. Like, this is the only way to save you from where you were at like a week ago, and just execute. That's it. That's all I can say. Yes, I would definitely recommend this bootcamp to men out who are struggling out there, who are not confident, who think like, oh, because I'm short, or certain like aspect of their life, certain setbacks. I would say, yeah, I would definitely recommend it, because once Justin himself, he's not 6 foot, he's pretty short in a way, right? So him breaking that stereotype, breaking the barrier, breaking every single metrics to show that, hey, you can do it too. If you put the work, time and effort, blood, sweat and tears into it, you will get there. And I see myself now where I'm talking to my friends, I'm questioning myself, am I that guy? Because in a week I was that guy. Now a week after, I'm a different guy. So I definitely recommend it. It helps a lot. You come in very close-minded, you come out super open-minded, and it helps you with everything in life. Work, relationship, not just like between your partner, but friends, family, just people in general on the street, right? You become friendlier, confident, people trust you. For instance, Justin's friends was telling me, Arsha, you should smile more. And I've been doing that. I know like right now we're doing an interview, it's not happening, but when I go on the street now, I try my best to smile more. Not a fake smile, just like smile. And people see me being happy on the street, and it brings a different vibe around you. And when I go to like the club or whatnot, talk to the security, and they see me smiling, it brings a different atmosphere. And I like that, because I see myself changing for the better. Not faking it, but being genuine. It's worth it. They're an understanding staff, like not just staff, like circle, like people in general. Like they were where you were at from the bottom, and they started, and they give you tips that you would not even believe. Like I'm like 200 pounds, and I know I have to lose weight, and some of his friends are telling me like, dude, check, you gotta lose that belly. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna make excuses. Once I go back, hitting the gym, getting a professional like trainer, whatever it is, I want to change, and embracing change is good. That's what happens when you get into this program. You come in and you go out a different person, and you're happy with what you're getting. And at the same time, the environment around you shows you that you have a lot of possibility and potential in yourself that you did not think of doing. I want to say thank you very much for the program. It helped a lot, because I know it took me months to get a call with him. Not that it did take me months, but I was the one who was stalling. And when we finally got together to talk about it, I'm glad he was able to like read me like a book and figure out where I was messing up in life, and that I had a chance of redemption to change everything from now on. So for me, again, thank you very much for having me here, for selecting me technically to be part of this bootcamp, and saving relationship with my dad, which to me it's a big thing, because I didn't know that was possible, right? But now I'm confident. I have high hopes for myself. I don't look down on myself anymore. I don't put like a lot of pressure like I used to. Now I'm just like super excited for what's coming in my life. So thank you for Justin and his social circle and everybody who was around to help out. I'm very grateful, very grateful.